Here's a normal frog. This is a normal sized frog. You go buy a frog, this is what you get. I think they're usually like a 3/4 ounce, like 2.5 inches long. You can include the tail, I don't know, who knows. But this is the Spro Big Daddy Bronzeye 90. Look at this freaking thing. It's a 1 ounce frog, and ideally it would tell me that on the lure somewhere. Yeah, 1 ounce, 90 millimeters. I've always been curious about throwing a bigger frog. The Spro frogs have always been my favorite. Let's see, where is it? In the Pacific Northwest, this flapping frog in the killer gill, or gill, whatever it is, this has been my #1 go-to frog, hands down, without a question. I've caught more bass on this freaking frog than any other frog. It's like a confidence lure. I guarantee if I were to only throw this, we're gonna be putting bass in the boat. But we're not throwing this today, because it's just a wee little frog. Supposedly, this giant frog is more likely to catch a big bass. And let's just get a little look here. Look at this. Look at this freaking thing. It is enormous. It is so big. It's crazy. I'm gonna cut off a little bit of the tail. They always put... I don't understand frogs, you guys. Maybe you know. Why do they come with such big tails? Everyone's like, cut the tail. You gotta cut them, or else you're gonna get a bunch of missed strikes. And I think like my first year of throwing frogs, I really, I figured that out. Like you'd get swipes all the time, they'd pull it down, they'd grab the tail, and then they just miss the frog. So we're gonna trim off a little bit of this. I always trim off too much. We're not gonna do that today. We're just gonna do, sometimes I think it's a conspiracy to cut these freaking things off. Like, I don't know. But in my own experience, at least here in the Pacific Northwest, they'll miss it. Always wondered about leaving them on there again. Like maybe I was just bad at fishing with a frog. But I'm addicted to cutting a little bit of them off. We're just going to cut off just a wee little bit. 25, maybe 30% of it. Look at this thing though, oh my God. But yeah, so it's Frogust. It is the month of the year that is best suited for throwing frogs. Right now, there are giant bass. They're up shallow and they're out deep. Early in the morning, you're more likely to get some topwater bites going. So we got a little bit of time, I think. I didn't get out here as early as I wanted to. Let's get it rigged up. For the most part, for the rest of August, I'm gonna make sure that we're throwing this frog as much as possible. My goal this month is to break our previous best frog catch. My current record for the biggest frog I've ever caught, or biggest frog bass I've ever got here in the Pacific Northwest, is 3.65 pounds. I'll go ahead and show the clip of that. It's still like the most epic blow up I've ever had. Not only was it my biggest bass, but it was just like the craziest freaking, he crushed it. Here we go. Let's take a peek at what this thing's like. Since I haven't been throwing a frog much at all, I'm gonna be a little rusty. I don't really remember how to walk the frog that well. It's been a long time. I've been so used to throwing flapping frogs. Oh my God, it's a freaking ounce. It's crazy. There we go, we can walk it. Yeah, look at that. I haven't fished with a frog in a while. I gotta remember to make sure to keep that camera locked on there. No point in fishing with a frog if you miss the blow up. I was in like a panic trying to figure out which lake to go to this morning. I don't know, I just haven't gone out and filmed a video. I haven't gone out fishing in a while, and I was like, I gotta ensure that we go to a lake that is gonna be the best lake for making a video today and getting on some fish. So I decided I'd come to the lake that I've skunked at like the last 4 times I've come to. Maybe a questionable choice, but I know that this lake's got some giants, so we're just gonna we're gonna go for it, you guys. I know that there's some big fish at this lake. Just because I skunked the last few times doesn't mean that, I got a bunch of other surprise lures, you guys. I haven't been out in the water in a while, but I haven't stopped buying cool things for the channel. I'm super excited to show you some of the other stuff we got. I feel like I'm guaranteed to just not skunk anymore. Now I've kind of mastered the drop shot. I really do feel like that is like such an unskunkable lure. I got a lily pad patch we're on our way to, guys. So I was gonna wait until I got there, but this is also just such a good stretch. It's the shady side of the lake. All right, let's keep it moving. I got a couple really cool swim baits, you guys. I don't know if you're familiar with the Working Class Zero swim baits, but Joff hooked me up with one of their... Time for this surprise. We're on our way over there, guys. I'm gonna stop at a spot that I really want to throw that swim bait that I talked about from Working Class Zero. Let's go ahead and show you. Here it is. This is the Citizen 7. Regarded as one of the greatest bass fishing lures that exists on the planet. Almost impossible to get. I have one because Joff gave me one. You hook them up to one of these Owner Beast hooks. I'm happy that I got a little bit of practice rigging up some soft swim baits on some Owner Beast hooks, because I got one shot at this, and if you've ever done this before, it's a little nerve-wracking, even when it's not on a lure that's like impossible to get. I watched a video about how to do it a few days ago. Hopefully I don't mess this up. There's a stretch up ahead where I think a majority of the big bass on this lake have been caught from. At least that's the impression that I have. First off, for rigging this up, we're going to remove the twist lock. There we go. Look at that big old hook. It's crazy. Scary part next is I need to open up this eye. This eye is openable. Spin it left a little bit just to bring it out. You know, I think that's open enough. In the video, he did say you needed to open it, but I think we might be able to. Yeah. All right, that's now locked in. Next, we lock it down, screw it back in, pretty much go in as far as you can. It should be kind of tight. You might be able to do one more. Yeah, that's good. Here comes the scary part. We need that hook to come out right there, and you get one. You get more than one shot at this, but boy, do I not want to mess this up. Let's try to do everything exactly as you're supposed to. All right, I made a mark on there. I can't describe how excited I am to throw this thing. First, the hook will fit into the body, and then there's room in there. So that's how that's gonna be. But next, we need to send that hook through. So scary. You really can't see where the hook is in there at all. Oh my God, did I have that pop out perfectly first try? I did. That's perfect. That's literally perfect. Couldn't have done that better first try. All right, there we go, guys. One of the greatest swim baits in the world is going on my swim bait rod. I think for a good chunk of the day, you're probably just going to see me throwing this big swim bait with the big frog. I think that's probably what we're going to do. Thanks, Joff. I appreciate this, dude. This is so sick. I'm so excited for this. There you go, guys. Go ahead and take a look at it. That is it. Wow, that is such a crazy motion. Let's give it a go. It'd be funny to get bit first cast. You know? How crazy would that be? Big swim baits and big frogs, you guys. This is oh, there's some potential today. This whole stretch right in front of me for the next like 200 feet, we're gonna fish up big time with this swim bait. We're still making our way over to that lily pad patch like I mentioned, but the early morning swim bait bite is still essential. All right, that was fun. That was a good cast. Come on. This is a much bigger frog. The odds of getting bit go down quite a bit when you throw bigger lures, but the odds of getting bit by something bigger go up quite a bit. I would still imagine a 2-pounder would go for this, so, you know, should still be a thing. All right, What do we got? Oh wow, we're already we've been fishing for an hour now. We got an hour of time with line in the water. I guess we're we're really rolling the dice on the two big lures, you know, big swim bait, big frog. We are shooting for a big fish today, so got to be confident knowing that we're going to be working with a lot of time not catching fish, but that's okay because we are. If I wanted to just catch fish, I'd just throw the drop shot the whole day. Oh, I haven't seen a frog blow up in forever. Do it right here. Aren't you guys up shallow? Aren't you eating the frog? It's Frogist. We can try this outer line of lily pads. It's a little bit deeper. Can even try out deep. It's always a possibility. All right, we're throwing the swim bait for a bit. It is a weedless swim bait. It's meant to be thrown into stuff like this, so let's freaking do it. All right, we're at 5.5 hours. Oh, still no fish. Starting to get a little more cloud cover right now though, which is good. Getting a little bit of wind. It's cooling off just a little bit. Gonna keep throwing the big swim bait. Come on. Alrighty guys, it's the end of the day. We've got no fish on the board. We're gonna start making our way back. We're only gonna throw the swim bait on the way back. Because if we're only gonna catch one fish today, let's have it be on this guy. Maybe it'll be a big one. Got a lot of cloud cover. It's pretty cloudy. It's cooled off quite a bit. Got a little bit of a breeze. Feels like it should work. Well, I'll be damned if I didn't try. Cast it all the way back to the launch.